Nuxtaku is a simp. That's it. That's the open. All right, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Black Ops Cold War. If you didn't understand that intro, just don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't Google it. I'm a normal person, I swear. So for today's video, I've got a pretty special class setup to show you. That's not necessarily like the most overpowered or the most dominant thing in the game or anything like that, but it's something I think everybody on this game should have in their arsenal. So basically, for the entire time I've been playing Call of Duty, since all the way back in COD 4, I have been a huge advocate of every player on the game having at least one support class. Support class meaning a class that's specifically designed to deal with kill streaks, typically with the launcher being kind of like the integral part of that setup. The thing with this game is it doesn't really work that way anymore because the launchers are kind of terrible. Like the Sigma kind of does its job okay, I guess, except the damage is really low and you only get like what, 2 rockets, 3 rockets? And then the RPG, don't even talk to me about this thing. I know I complained incessantly about the RPGs in Modern Warfare, but this is by far, I think, the worst RPG I've ever seen in a Call of Duty game. It doesn't kill score streaks, it doesn't kill people. I have a 0.17 KD with this fucking thing, apparently. Now, fortunately, I've been able to find an alternative to using a launcher that, in my opinion, is just as effective, and it's this class right here, with the double LMG setup. See, even though they made the launchers useless in this game, Treyarch was kind enough to turn the LMGs into anti-vehicle instruments of doom, and these things will tear through kill streaks, trust me. So obviously we got Lawbreakers, so we can have the double primaries. The perks don't really matter too much except for Cold-Blooded, and then we got the M60 RPD double LMG setup. Again, the attachments don't really matter except for this thing right here, the 18.9 Cavalry Lancer barrel. When you add this thing on, it will shred through vehicles. If you're accurate, you can almost destroy an entire attack helicopter in one magazine. Outside of this, I just got recoil control so I can stay accurate, Serpent Wrap to ADS a little bit quicker, and then we got the RPD, which is essentially set up the same way. The reason for the double LMG setup is that, yeah, these things do a shit ton of damage to score streaks, but you're not going to destroy one with one magazine. I figured I could just equip a second LMG and then I can swap between the two of them faster than I can actually just reload one of them. Now, obviously, I have no way to guarantee if I can show them off in this video or not. I'm going to give Ground War a try in hopes that people will get some higher kill streaks and then maybe we can go from there. And to keep things consistent with the whole LMG thing, I think I'll run around with the Stoner. Actually, part of why I'm going to use the Stoner in this video is I want to test out reg gunning against actual players with it. So like I said in the last video, I cranked up my FOV all the way to 120 and I was saying I didn't really notice any difference in aiming, but at the recommendation of a friend of mine, I actually went into a private match and I was playing around a little bit with my FOV. I was putting it down to like 110 and up to 115 and stuff. Basically just trying to see if any of the other settings I felt a little bit more accurate. Because my friend also mentioned that part of why I wasn't noticing the aiming difference is that because I was using a sniper rifle, I was spending a lot of time in engagements that were pretty far away from me anyway, so normal opponents appearing further away from me wasn't really affecting me the way like using a reg gun typically would. So I'm gonna run around with this and I'll see if it feels like my aim is any worse than it usually is. My aim with reg guns is usually pretty bad, but I mean, for the moment, I'm not really noticing too much. My aim seems all right. I'll tell you what though, not having that Tiger Team spotlight now that I put it on my snipers actually really hurts. Like trying to pick up people that far away is actually kind of hard. Oh my god, I was looking for that dude for like an hour. He was just running around over there. Is that an enemy VTOL? Oh, it is. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Wait. It's time. Kill me. Come here and kill me. Yeah. No, kill me. What the fuck are you doing? There we go. All right, nice. Now, where is he? There we go, easy. The only problem with this class is you have to kill yourself to try and switch. And honestly, switching classes in this game is so much more annoying than it needs to be. Like back in Modern Warfare, I remember you had like a 3 or 4 second leeway after spawning in where you could actually change your class after spawning. Like even if you respawned in the game, like it would let you change your class. But for whatever reason in this game, it's beyond strict. I don't really know why. Also, the one thing I am gonna change about this class after this game, I'm taking the M60 off. That M60 is awful. I was thinking it might be good to have variety from the Stoner, but nah, really not that good. Nice. All right, I'm about done with Ground War already after that. I showed off the class. If I don't get to use it again, it's fine. Dude, my back has been killing me all day. I actually started working out again today after coming dangerously close to becoming one of those people that I was making fun of earlier. You know, one of those people who starts out the year saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the gym and get in shape. And then you go to the gym for like a week before almost immediately falling off the wagon. And then you spend most of the year saying, next week's gonna be my week, next week's gonna be my week, until eventually you get to around October and then you just say, fuck it, and then repeat the whole process next year. That was almost me until today. Now, Not that I'd like stopped working out entirely, but I'd been very inconsistent. Like I would work out for a day and then I wouldn't for a day and then I'd do it a day and then I'd do like 2 days off. The thing for me, and I don't know how many people can relate to this, but like my whole thing with working out, it's not that I'm like too lazy to, or that, you know, I find working out difficult or anything like that. For me, it's literally just making the actual time commitment to do it. Like the thing is, I'm a really busy person, right? I work a full-time job, I'm getting my master's, and I try to run this YouTube channel. So for all intents and purposes, I don't usually have a whole lot of hours in the day, you know what I mean? So after not working out for like a day or two and essentially gaining that like hour and a half to 2 hours of productivity that I typically wouldn't have, it's a really hard thing to convince yourself to give up, you know what I mean? Especially when you start having time to do things you want to do, because that's the big thing, right? Like usually when I gain that extra hour, I start actually having time to do things that I like want to do. Not that I don't want to do YouTube or anything like that. It's just, you know, I mean like doing things to just relax versus actually like try and get something productive done. Because, you know, on top of everything I mentioned, there's all kinds of stuff I like to do. Watch sports, play other games on my own time, simp for VTubers, you know, the normal stuff. And obviously what with everything I just mentioned, I don't usually have a whole lot of time to just sit down and do stuff that doesn't have any particular purpose to it outside of me just relaxing or, you know, entertaining myself or something, right? And a lot of the time, skipping working out helps me find that time to do these things, so convincing myself to give that extra time up's not always the easiest thing to do to myself, if that makes sense. Also, yo, this stoner slaps. Like every time I stop using it, I always forget that it's actually like a decent gun. But regardless of all that, I'm back on the train now. I mean, I guess I can't really say that. It's only been 1 day so far, but once I start, I'm usually pretty good about sticking to it. My big issue is just convincing myself that it needs to be done, you know what I mean? Oh, fuck, no, let me slide, shit. Wrecked. We can absolutely make the comeback here, fellas, if we just actually play the objective. Can we do that? Dude, this MP5 is ridiculous, by the way. Like, the fact that it's still this strong just, shit bothers me to no end, honestly. Can we please just cap one objective, guys? Like, those of you that have 5 and 4 seconds, can you do something and be useful instead of just sitting there and fucking tanking this for us? That's so disappointing, man. I really don't know what more I could have done, to be honest. Like, if this guy had just bothered to sit on the objective for 2 seconds, we would have been fine. Like, this guy contributed actually nothing to this game, by the way. Because not only did he spend 0 time on the point, he also didn't call in any kill streaks of any value. Like, if you're gonna run around the map in hardpoint and not sit on the point, that's fine, but call in like an attack helicopter or a VTOL or something that's gonna help us. I'm pretty sure the highest kill streak this guy called in was like a napalm strike, and he didn't even put it on an objective. At least pretend you care. Anyway, I think that about wraps this one up. Oh, before I go, I actually did manage to get my hands on Spider-Man as well, so now I got both the games in the bundle. For whatever reason, they shipped everything together in one box except for Spider-Man, which they mailed separately, but they delivered it on the same day. Like, I'm not really sure why they did that. But anyway, the point is, I have everything. I have Spider-Man, so videos on that and Demon Souls like I promised. And yeah, as always, if you enjoyed this video, definitely be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more content. And yeah, that's about it. I'll see you guys in the next one.